The word dreams could mean two things, both of which are very different. One simply describes the things we see when we sleep, but the other is much more important. The other meaning refers to the things we want to achieve during our lives, the places we want to be in the future, although we perhaps might not be able to see ourselves there just yet. Many people believe that our futures are written for us, that what happens in the future is our destiny, that everything happens for a reason. Although I have to admit that I do believe that everything happens for a reason, I don't think this means that we can't do anything to change what happens to us in the future. Take One Direction, for example. None of them would be household names, and One Direction would be the biggest band in the world if they hadn't took the step to change their future by entering X Factor. I bet they never expected to be put into a band after they were rejected at boot camp, let alone have 11 million screaming girls following their every movement via Twitter. One Direction infection exists, guys. This just shows that everything happens for a reason. If they weren't rejected as solo artists, they would have never been put together as a group, and who knows where we'd all be without a bit of "That's what makes you beautiful" and "Let me kiss you." Having said this, One Direction just happened to be a handful of the many people who have gone out of their way to change their future to achieve their dreams. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to aspire to be famous or a cancer-curing doctor or the world's richest man, because if we did this, we'd all be the same, we'd be back to square one. What I am saying is that no one should live their lives without something to aspire to, whether that's getting a promotion, starting a family, or being the big pop star you've always wanted to be since you were 5, but haven't had the guts to try yet. Be unique, stand out from the crowd by not being afraid to try for your dreams. Don't be the one who sits in their garden when they're old and retired regretting that they didn't give their dreams a chance. Your future is unwritten, but your past isn't. There is no point in having a dream but not pursuing it. The only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to regret not trying to reach it. What's the worst that can happen? Surely it's better to reach your dream and fail than not trying at all. This podcast was inspired by the film Back to the Future Part 3, as at the end of the film the doc says, "The future is whatever you make it," which I think is a brilliant way to summarise what I have to say. Make every day worth living because you never know whether it'll be your last. On that note, I think we should all take a moment to tweet support to Leah Michelle, who sadly lost her boyfriend Cory Monteith recently, and I think a simple tweet could help her out in this sad time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and join the project by tweeting me at Radio Nerdtube or emailing me at radionerdtube@gmail.com. See you next week. Don't forget to live your dream. As Cory and Lee sang on their first episode of Glee together, don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing.